Hello. Hello. My name is Monica, the registered nurse on duty today. Could you please give me your name? Yes, nurse. My name is John. And how may I address you, sir? You can call me John, nurse. That's fine. All right, John. What brings you here today? Well, nurse, I'm here because of my 6-year-old son. He has cut his finger and it just won't stop bleeding. I'm quite concerned about him. I see. Well, try not to worry, John. You have come to the right place and I'll try my best to help you out. Now, while I examine your son's cut, I would like to ask you a few questions to get a better understanding of the situation. May I? Sure, nurse. All right, John. Could you tell me how did your son get this cut? Well, I think there was this kitchen knife that was left on the kitchen bench, nurse. He got his hands on that knife, and the next thing I knew was that he was bleeding and it won't stop. And I was quite panicking about it, so I didn't really know what to do, nurse. So I brought him here. Well, you did the right thing by bringing him here, John. So, just to confirm, your son got this injury due to a knife which was left on the kitchen bench, and afterwards you brought him here. Is that right, or would you like to add something to that? Yeah, that sounds about right, nurse. But, nurse, I'm very worried about him. The cut looks quite deep. Shouldn't he have some stitches or something like that? Well, I've examined your son John, and you'll be glad to know that he does not need stitches because the wound is actually not that deep. Well, I'm not sure about that, nurse. It does look quite deep to me. And I mean, how long do you think it will take for the finger to heal completely? Will it be scarred, nurse? Well, I understand that you're anxious about this, John, but I assure you that the wound is only superficial, which is why no stitches are required here. And it will take the wound only a few days to heal completely. And about the scarring, I assure you there will be no scarring after this wound, John. Am I clear? Yes, nurse, you're clear, but my son is right handed. When do you think he will be able to use his right hand properly? Because, he does like playing games, and I just don't want him to miss out on those things. Well, I completely understand what you're saying, John. Since the wound is not very severe, your son can start playing after a week. There shouldn't be any problem with that. Okay? Okay, nurse. So, what should I do about his finger then? Well, after I dress this wound, it is paramount that his finger is kept dry all the time. In addition to that, with clean, dry hands, you should apply antiseptic cream on the wound area regularly and do the dressing suitably. Will you be able to do that, John? Sure, nurse. I think I know how to do those things. That much I can do, nurse. Good. Now, to ensure that this incident does not happen again, John, I would advise you to keep sharp instruments out of your son's reach. See, children are very curious these days and they often end up harming themselves. So, it's quite important that we take these extra measures to ensure their safety. How does that sound, John? Well, what are you implying, nurse? That I'm responsible for this situation? See, you have to understand that I am a very busy person and I can't keep watching him every minute of the day. I have things to do, nurse. Well, I'm not at all implying that, John. I am sure that you do your very best to look after your son, since many children at your son's age are quite curious to try new things. They end up hurting themselves, which is why, as parents, we have to take some extra precautions, including placing dangerous short objects out of your children's reach. I hope you understand what I'm saying, John. All right, nurse, I understand. Well, would you like to ask me anything, John? Any questions or concerns that I can address for you at this stage? No, nurse, I don't have any questions or concerns. Okay, John.